You're accidentally making your baby sleep harder, and no one ever warned you. Every night looks the same. You rock, they drift off, you exhale. Then, minutes later, crying. So you rock again, and again, and again. It feels loving. It feels instinctive. It feels like the only thing that works. But here's the truth most parents never hear. Rocking your baby to sleep isn't fixing the problem. It's quietly creating it. And this isn't blame. This is biology. In fact, a 2022 study published in Sleep Medicine found that infants who rely on motion-based sleep cues, like rocking or bouncing, wake significantly more often during the night than babies who fall asleep without movement. Not because something is wrong, but because their brains are doing exactly what they were trained to do. Let's break this down, fast, clearly, and without guilt, so you finally understand what's happening and how to fix it gently. Why rocking works, but only for a moment. Rocking does calm your baby. That part is real. The rhythmic motion stimulates the vestibular system, the balance and motion sensors in the inner ear, which signals safety and familiarity. That's why babies often relax instantly when you start moving. But here's what most parents don't realize. Motion doesn't teach sleep. It teaches dependency. When your baby falls asleep while being rocked, their brain learns one very specific rule. Sleep only happens when something outside of me is moving. So when the motion stops, when you sit down or place them in the crib, their brain notices immediately. And it reacts, not with logic, with alarm. The car seat effect and why it matters. You felt this yourself. You fall asleep in a moving car. The ride is smooth. You're out cold. Then the car stops. Your eyes snap open. Nothing is wrong. But your brain noticed the absence of motion. That's exactly what's happening to your baby every single time the rocking ends. And here's where nights fall apart. Sleep cycles don't stop just because your baby looks asleep. Babies naturally move through light and deep sleep cycles, just like adults. The difference? Adults don't need external help to reconnect those cycles. Babies are still learning how. When a baby has a motion-based sleep association, every time they hit the lighter stage of sleep, their brain checks, is the movement still here? If the answer is no, they wake. Not because they're hungry, not because they're uncomfortable, not because you did anything wrong, but because the condition required for sleep disappeared. That's why some babies wake every 30 to 45 minutes. That's why naps don't last. That's why bedtime feels like a loop you can't escape. This isn't about cry it out. Let's be very clear. This is not about ignoring your baby. This is not about forcing independence. This is not about removing comfort. It's about changing the way sleep begins so sleep can continue. Developmental research shows that babies can learn new sleep associations gently, without trauma, when the change focuses on building safety, not fear. And the most important part? Their nervous system has to discover stillness. Why motion keeps part of the brain awake? Here's the hidden problem with rocking. While your baby looks asleep, their brain is still tracking the movement. It's similar to trying to sleep with music playing. You may drift off, but your brain is still listening. When the sound stops, you notice. Motion works the same way. Research in infant neurodevelopment shows that rhythmic movement activates alert monitoring systems in the brain. Comforted, yes, but not fully disengaged. So when motion ends, the brain goes, "Something changed, wake up." Deep sleep never fully settles in, and without deep sleep, self-soothing can't develop. Self-soothing isn't something babies are born knowing. It's something they practice. And practice only happens during one specific moment, the transition from drowsy to asleep. If your baby never experiences that moment without motion, they never learn the skill. That's where everything changes. What to do instead? The 5-step reset. You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need harsh methods. You don't need to let your baby cry alone. You need one clear shift, and one step matters more than all the others. But let's build the foundation first. Step 1, keep the closeness, remove the motion. Hold your baby close. Let them feel your warmth. Let them smell you. But stop moving. If they fuss, stay calm and still. You're teaching their nervous system something powerful. Safety doesn't require motion. Presence is enough. You are the anchor, not the rocking. Step 2. Create predictable sleep signals. Babies learn through patterns. Dim the lights the same way each night. Use the same soft phrase or sound. Lower your voice. Consistency tells the brain, sleep is coming, this is familiar, this is safe. These cues replace motion as the sleep trigger. Step 3. Reduce rocking strategically. If you've been rocking for months, you have 2 paths. Gradual. Rock a little less each night. 15 minutes, 10, 5, still holding. Direct. Stop the motion tonight, but keep the closeness. Both work. Choose what you can stick with. Consistency matters more than speed. Step 4. Drowsy, not asleep. This is the game changer. This is the step that changes everything. Place your baby down when their eyes are heavy, but still blinking. Not asleep. Not fully awake. Right in between. That final transition, from drowsy to asleep, is where the brain learns, I can finish this on my own. According to pediatric sleep research and clinical observations summarized in recent sleep training literature, babies who consistently practice this transition often develop independent sleep skills within 3 to 7 days, 1 week. Babies placed down already asleep never get the chance to learn this. This step feels hard because parents want to complete the job, but this is the part your baby needs to practice. Step 5. Soothe without lifting first. If your baby cries, don't panic. Try your voice, your hand on their chest, a gentle shh. You're saying, I'm here, you're safe, you can do this. If you need to pick them up sometimes, that's okay. Just try less intervention first. Every small success builds confidence in their brain. But rocking is how my baby feels loved. This is where many parents get stuck. Rocking is loving, rocking is bonding, but comfort and sleep are different needs. Rock during the day, rock when they're sick, rock when they need closeness. But when rocking becomes the only way sleep happens, it starts working against both of you. You're not taking comfort away. You're teaching a new kind of safety. Stillness is safe too. Responsive versus required. Developmental experts agree on this. The goal isn't to stop responding. It's to stop being required for sleep to continue. There's a difference between support and dependency. Self-soothing doesn't mean being alone. It means being capable. And that skill supports better sleep for years. What to expect in the first few nights? Yes, the first nights can feel harder. You're changing a pattern their brain learned, but studies consistently show that most babies adapt to new sleep associations within 3 to 7 days when the approach is consistent and calm. Not weeks, not months, days. Then sleep becomes easier for everyone. One last thing parents miss. Sometimes parents stop rocking, do everything right, and sleep still doesn't improve. Here's why. The real problem often started hours before bedtime. That wired, frantic energy? That's not resistance. That's overtiredness. Stress hormones were released earlier in the day, and by bedtime, you're fighting biology, not behavior. That's why understanding daytime sleep matters just as much. And that's exactly what we'll cover next. Because once you see the 7 hidden signs your baby isn't getting enough sleep, everything finally makes sense. And yes, you can start tonight.